Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup for Junior 8s, a heat between Deerfield Academy USA on the park side, furthest from us, and with the plain K on their shirts, their vests, Kent School from USA. We have then an all-American contest. Deerfield yesterday beat the Haverford School again from the USA by a length and 2/3 in a time of 6 minutes 33. Kent School 5 seconds slower than that, but beat Moncton Combe School very comfortably in 2 lengths, and I saw that and they were easing up. The winners of it will go forward to face Shrewsbury or Eton in the quarter-final, and we meet them further up the course here. Once more approaching Fawley, and once more it's pretty close.
This is a really important section of the race here, you know, as you're kind of seeing the crews to your left kind of drifting away, just inching out. You really need to kind of make a change to kind of contain that and then try and claw them back. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next minute and a half, whether this distance keeps eating out or they're able to push back on them.
Well, if you are joining us live on YouTube across the pond in the USA, supporting your clubs, Deerfield and Kent School, and huddled round the laptop perhaps, then I dare say there's some fairly frantic cheering going on, because this looks as though it's going to be a bit of a thriller, an American derby which will engage support wherever you happen to be. 2 young crews showing great composure, significant togetherness. I always think that aerial shot illustrates perhaps better than any other the extent of the togetherness.
It's one of those shots that you don't really need to kind of say anything. It just says it all there, doesn't it? It's one of those.
Yeah, Deerfield were really pumped at what they did yesterday. Cox said we had a smashing start and finish, but did concede that they need to work on the middle of the course, so this is the area that they're coming into now.
And that's exactly what they're doing there. They look like they're gradually kind of coming up on Kent and coming back into level contention.
Kent with somewhat greater experience of the event. For Deerfield, this is their first year for the club at Henley. They won the North Eastern Championships and the Nationals, and really looking to make a mark on this iconic event.
And they do look more composed at this point in the race. Those images there, the Kent guys just rolling around a little bit. And Deerfield are looking much more composed in that section of the race.
Kent, the heavier crew by a fair margin, 84k to 75k average. So their engine room has plenty of room in it, but then they have more to carry along the water.
And that's the thing, you've got to use it efficiently. There's no point having that extra weight if you're not going to use it efficiently. And Deerfield just look like they're just eating that kind of distance they were behind halfway, just eating back down the track.
In the last race that we have had some very exciting close races, peculiarly almost over the first couple of days of Henley, and it looks as though we're going to have another very exciting close finish here between these 2 strong, young, aspirational American crews.
And that's exactly, you come into the stewards enclosure and both crews are level. That's exactly what you want as a youngster. That's exciting racing now. Who really wants it most?
Who's got it? Who's got it between the ears? Who's got it in terms of strength and fitness? Who's saved it through the day? Who's come into the race with the right mindset and the right physical preparedness? This is going to be a truly thrilling finish, though it does seem now that the crew on the Bark side there, Deerfield, have pulled through and found themselves a margin, an advantage, which is going to be just sufficient. And goodness me, that speaks volumes for their depth of belief and indeed for their fitness. They have come from behind and they are going to win, eventually easing up.
And that's exactly what their coach spoke about. You know, the middle part of the race, they move much more efficiently than Kent and just ease their way through, and then left them for dead.
It's a fine race. Deerfield Academy beat Kent School in the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup.